Hi guys, I thought I'd give you a bit of a lesson on tapping today. Tapping being where you use fingers on your picking hand to do hammer-ons and pull-offs to add to phrases, something like this. Okay, now some people tap with one finger, some people tap with all three, some people use a few fingers at the same time. Today we're just going to be working on one finger, okay? Before we do that though, it's really important that we know what hammer-ons and pull-offs are. Hammering on being where you play a note and hammer on with another finger to get that note to ring. Pull-offs almost essentially being the opposite, so where you've played a note and you pull that finger off to another note. So you mix those together like this. You get the idea, okay? So hammer-ons and pull-offs. The other thing that's really important before we start this lesson is to make sure you know your pentatonic shape, your minor pentatonic, okay? Because the licks we're going to do today are going to be in A minor, okay? Now I'm not going to spend any time on that because there's loads of other videos you can watch on the internet to do that, okay? But we're going to use that as a basis for my favourite tapping lick, alright? So, to make sure we know how to tap, first of all though, we're just going to use our right hand only. We're going to be on the 12th fret of our E string. I'm just going to tap on the 12th fret, essentially hammer on, then pull off, like this, making sure every note rings clearly. Okay, make sure it's all nice and loud, nice and even. Now, once you've got that, I'm just going to throw you straight in to how I use tapping. Now, there's a couple of ways. Obviously, you can tap like this rhythm, which is where you do this. If I go slowly, imagining pentatonic now, so 5th fret, 8th fret, 12th fret. This is how I tend to use it most, okay? So I start here, then off to there, then off to there, back on. So I'm doing 12, 8, 5, 8, 12, 8, 5, 8. Okay, so I tend to use that pattern. Now, you're going to do it a few other ways as well. You can do this if I was using those same notes. Now, if I speed that up, that's where you get that mandolin sound. I'm not such a fan of that one. I prefer to the more accurate sound. So this. So 12, 8, 5, 8, 12. Now, I could add some other notes with this hand, so I could double up every other time. Just an example, okay? Now, a way of incorporating this with your pentatonic scale, which then leads to my favourite sort of tapping licks, is this, right? So I start on my 12th, I do 12, 8, 5, then I do a hammer on to the next note of my pentatonic down here. Okay, and then I repeat the pattern again from this string. Hammer on the next note of my pentatonic. So if I do the first two notes, sorry, the first two strings, you do that, you get this. And so on, I can work the whole way down my pentatonic then, like this. Now I love the sound that gives when you speed it up like this. Now, what is really tricky when you're jumping over notes and skipping strings and whatever like this is trying to get it to sound clean, because it's very easy to play it fast but get it very messy like this. Okay, no, you want everything clean, you don't want anything else from any of the other strings ringing out. So I'm sort of working between the palm of this hand as I'm doing it and other bits of my fingers here to keep the strings that I'm not playing quiet like this. So this only what I'm playing is what should be ringing out. Then the next step is to be able to work up the thing. Back up the scale. So you've got this going down. Now to get back up, I do this. So it starts with the hammer on again. So going down. So now it goes. So I'm hammering onto the 7th. 7, 12, 7, 5, 7, 12, 7, 5. So we go up again. Down. Back up. Down. Back up. You get the idea. Now, my favourite tapping lick incorporates going up and down, but it incorporates string skipping as well. So from here, actually, rather than going from my E string to my B string, I'll jump over to say my G string, then jump from the G string to say my A string, like this. And then jump back and forth, just choosing strings at random almost, but not going directly to the string nearest it, like this. Now, the other thing to note here is whichever pentatonic in, whichever minor pentatonic you're in, right? If you take whatever the note would be with your little finger on the E string at the end, right? Move 4 frets up, you've got a straight line of notes you can tap there, which is exactly what we're doing now. Okay, if I then want to shift this phrase to say E minor, here, the 12th, do my thing there, okay, stick my little finger on, 1, 2, 3, 4 frets up, here's my straight line of notes now. I hope that's been helpful anyway, guys. Here is a demonstration of me showing some of these licks over a backing track. Thank you very much.